So now the types of antenna that has been continued from the previous video, that we have know that what is isotropic antenna, that is the idealized antenna. Dipole antenna are not idealized, but they are the half wave and quarter wave dipole antenna. And I have told you that if that is a sinusoidal wave, just think about it. If that is a sinusoidal wave, so what it could be done? You know that is 0 point, and that is the t by 2, that is half of the time, that is the sorry, that is the total t, and this position is t by 2, and this position is t by 4. So in the quarter section we get the maximum range of the sinusoidal part. So the quarter wave antennas are of Marconi antennas are known as the vertical antennas, and they have the highest efficiency in that part. But that doesn't mean that will be a sinusoidal what can you say, signal, but it depends on the lobe. If we see in the lobe, the half wave dipole antenna, half power bandwidth, the half wave will be, it will be half of it, and quarter will be just up against the main lobe. That means it's quite directive in that section. uh, Whenever we go upwards, if you see that the two lobes, there is a lobe that is, that width is quite high, it's a larger width, and that is a very smaller width, which is more directive. This radiation pattern is more directive than that, because it is quite similar to the quarter wave pattern than this. So, and this half power bandwidth will be quite what can you say, that is smaller than the than this lobe. So that is more directive than that. Next of all, next antennas are, it's like parabolic reflective antennas. And these antennas, you have you haven't seen these kind of antennas, but these antennas are used in the Navy, Air Force, and radar sections. Okay, so and that can be also used in the to get the signal from the outer space. Okay, so terrestrial, microwave, and satellite applications, they have been used in satellite applications, terrestrial, microwave applications. Not only that, for astronomy, these parabolic reflective antennas are quite useful to collect data from the, or signals from the space, and they are far away from us, like just like light years, not years. That is in that they are the distance of some stars to stars, and planets to planets, and more than that. So they are quite a bit sensitive receiving antenna in that section, the parabolic reflective antenna. Here you can see the shape is like just a parabola. That means if it is a receiver section, reception section, that every kind of signal will go through to it, and there is a focal point. At that focal point, it just concentrates the signal, and the signal will receive from that. And if it is it's not it's a reflective property, if it is not used in the, what can you say, that is the reception section, so that will be outgoing side from the focal antenna. The focal point, there is a monopole antenna that will reflect back to all the directions. That's not an unidirectional antenna, it go through to the all directions, and that will, all the signals will go through to the parallel side. So it has a greater efficiency than other antennas. Now, that is now what is antenna gain? A measure of directionality of an antenna. I have to mention one thing, that there are a lot of types of antennas, but why we have discussed just 3 types of antennas? Because these 3 type of antennas are largely used in radio communication, and also in radio astronomy, which is more lean to this course, radio engineering. uh, if we want to discuss more about the antennas, we can get the reference from the antenna and propagation theory by um, by by there is a reference of antenna and propagation. What is the writer's name? I think the writer's name is Balanis, Travis Balanis, antenna and propagation. You could get the vast knowledge about that. All kind of types of antennas and all the parameters has been discussed there. Travis Balanis. So antenna and propagation. This reference is quite useful for you in the study of antenna and propagation. So an antenna gain, a measure of the directionality of an antenna, that is known as the antenna gain. Power output in a particular direction compared to that produced in any direction by a perfect omnidirectional antenna. That means an isotropic antenna. If we compare an isotropic antenna to the existing antenna, we get the antenna gain. That means the ratio between these two, and that is also depend on the directionality of an antenna. There is an effective area of antenna gain that is related to physical size and shape of the antenna. If the effective area is quite greater than that, so it will have better reception or better transmission. What is effective area in that section? First of all, antennas have some lengths. Maybe if you say that is a 3 meter length antenna, that is a physical length, okay? But what is the electrical length? How can you calculate it? You can calculate it by the length of the lambda. That means the wavelength of the electromagnetic radiation, that is the electrical length of that kind of antenna, and that is not only that, and we know that the lambda is equal to 4L. If L is the electrical length, if you just multiply with 4, you will get the wavelength, or that will be the electrical length of that antenna. So let us go through to the next part, the antenna gain, that continues. So for calculating the antenna gain, we need to know some of the parameters: effective area, carrier frequency, speed of light, carrier wavelength, antenna gain. You have to find out antenna gain. Now that is the effective area. For this kind of effective area, there are the types of antennas. In the left side of the table, you can get there is isotropic, infinitesimal, dipole or loop antennas, half-wave dipole, horn or mouth area antenna, parabolic antenna, turnstile antenna. So these kind of antennas have some effective area like that. That is lambda square by 4 pi, 1.5 lambda square by 4 pi. So that kind of area are there, and the power gain will be like that 1, 1.5, 1.64 and all about. So that is a comparative table that which has the largest power gain. As you can see that the parabolic antenna, reflective antenna or horn antenna are most efficient than all of the other antennas. The propagation modes, that is an important part. Propagation mode we will learn about in the next lecture. For that is the propagation mode, that how the radio wave will propagate.